JBN, we keep you informed. COVID-19 count now at 53. 6 more Jamaicans have tested positive for the novel coronavirus. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, announced at a media briefing at Jamaica House this afternoon. This brings the total number of confirmed cases in Jamaica to 53. Meanwhile, 7 persons have recovered, including patient 1. Jonestown residents plead for leniency for a man in viral video cursing Prime Minister. Apprehensive that the full brunt of the law might come down hard, residents of Penso Street in Jonestown are pleading for the police to exercise leniency towards Dayne Mitchell, a garrulous man whose April Fool's Day joke got him curfewed in jail.
Police and just I can't do nothing. We out here, we not going. See it there? Life, me I make sure go. We out here, we not going.
SSP Ops.
Last night, yeah.
Last night? Go ahead.
Right. No, we have found the man that we're looking for, so you can stand down on the record. He was on the bed hiding, but we found him. Alright, come. Miss Blake.
Mitchell, 37, was one of 10 persons charged island-wide for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Enforcement Measures No. 2, Amendment No. 2 Order 2020, following night 1 of the nightly curfew, which ends on April 8. Residents yesterday cited intoxication and habitual gimmickry as the triggers behind the viral video done by Mitchell, who spewed invectives at the Prime Minister and the police and incited non-compliance with the order imposed to rein in COVID-19 infections. A senior citizen said that she was surprised at Mitchell's utterances, claiming that he was usually respectful. You know, some young people will talk when them see them friend. Them exalt and talk things but them don't even mean, said the woman who declined to offer her name. Nobody now complain about him doing anything bad in the area. The foul-mouthed tirade against oldness was trending in Jamaica yesterday as the viral video made the rounds on social media. In the 21-second long amateur video apparently captured on smartphone, Mitchell said, "Real unruly pitney we out here, big police, and your oldness go. You can't do nothing. We out here and we not going." He also directed other slurs at the Prime Minister. Mitchell's friend Ricardo Pinto said that they have been urging the accused to desist from using homosexual slurs. The youth will do this is a gimmicks, man. Him like for gimmicks people and just have fun. Nothing personal towards the police or the Prime Minister, Pinto said. Residents showed other videos dated months ago with Mitchell using the same slur to friends while hanging out on Penso Street. A shopkeeper who sold Mitchell drinks before the video also appealed for mercy, saying he might have been tipsy. "Him sorry right now. In himself when him get sober, him probably has say, "I want me to do. It's shocking, cause we never think it'll go escalate," the shopkeeper said. Residents said that despite the video, Mitchell, a so-called granny boy, and other residents did not disobey the orders of the curfew. The video was alleged to have been recorded before the 8 p.m. cutoff. The police, led by Senior Superintendent Steve McGregor, got wind of the video and went in search of Mitchell, who was reportedly found at home under a bed. Mitchell's girlfriend, whose identity has been withheld, said it was a joke gone too far. Him put it on his WhatsApp. Whosoever take it off, them shouldn't do that. Him no mean nothing by it. As some joke for people laugh, not for it to go global. I just people run with it, she said. The residents also said that they stood by the orders of the curfew and insisted that the video had been created before 8 p.m. on Wednesday. One member of the Jonestown community expressed concern about Mitchell's crying grandmother, who is reportedly sickly and worried about him. The other Jamaicans arrested were Maurice Dunham of Whitehall, Westmoreland, and Cecilia Palmer, O'Keefe McIntosh, Shane Thompson, Elvis Jones, Ryan McCoy, Denton McIntosh, Jordan Fletcher, and Elvis Clark, all off and other addresses. Families worry detainees are COVID-19 risk. Some family members of detainees held at the Hunts Bay police station are raising concerns that overcrowding at lockups poses grave danger to their relatives amid the outbreak of COVID-19 in Jamaica. Loy Allison, the mother of a detainee at Huntsby, said that she is extremely worried because her son has expressed worry about the influx of new inmates daily. There are fresh fears daily that they might be carriers of the deadly virus, she said. They are cooped up inside there. Some afraid that somebody come in with it and he will get it, Allison said. I believe they shall just release them or have somewhere else to put persons because them say people must practice social distance, so they should do the same thing at the cells. Allison's call comes a day after opposition Senator Donna Scott Motley lobbied for the release of low-risk detainees because they were at risk in remand or penal facilities. Minister without portfolio Matthew Samuda said the Oldness administration was not contemplating that move. However, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force's communications arm, said that the force has reviewed its policies around access to detainees and made changes because of social distancing concerns because of the cell designs. No new detainee goes into custody without a medical check. We have designated lockups for new persons, and they spend some time in there and they go through a medical screening before they go into the general population, Lindsay said. Further, she said that relatives are no longer allowed to visit detainees, but they are allowed to drop off food for their loved ones. According to her, these items are then sanitized based on the guidelines from the Ministry of Health and Wellness before they are handed to the detainees. But 18-year-old O'Shane McNabb said that is not enough to prevent his brother, who is also at the Huntsby lockup, from catching the virus, because police officers may also be vectors of the disease. There are also so many people around him, so I'm still at risk to get the coronavirus, McNabb said. To where I'm concerned, they don't charge him for anything. They are just holding him so they can just let him go. But Lindsay also poured cold water on worries that the police were potential transmitters of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, stating that there are new protocols governing their access of detention centers. 5,000 under COVID prison threat. The approximately 5,000 people who returned from overseas between March 18 and 23 and who have failed to make contact with the Ministry of Health and Wellness could face prosecution for breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act. They could face fines of $1 million or 12 months imprisonment. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dunstan Bryan, yesterday revealed that the police have been instructed to serve notice that action could be taken against persons who continue to violate the law, placing the country at greater risk of spreading COVID-19. Repeated calls have been made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and health officials for the persons who arrived during that period to self-quarantine and make contact with the Health Ministry. Bryan said that the Health Ministry, the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, Jamaica Customs, and the Ministry of National Security are collating a list of all the persons who came into the island over the specific period. The process has begun and persons will be checked at home for their quarantine status. Already we have seen where several homes have been checked and some persons have not been adhering to the quarantine requirement, and the police have been instructed to first serve a notice and then to serve the necessary documentation for prosecution, Bryan told journalists yesterday during a digital press conference staged by the ministry to provide an update on developments related to COVID-19. Quizzed about the number of ventilators in the country yesterday, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie said that the ministry has received 3 ventilators and another 23 will arrive today. However, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton warned that notwithstanding all the various strategies employed by the government to deal with the pandemic, Jamaicans who continue to ignore precautionary measures pose a serious challenge. We will not have enough ventilators, frankly speaking, if we get the type of outbreak associated with indiscipline or lack of observation of the measures, he stressed. Meanwhile, Andrews Memorial Hospital has taken the decision to accommodate medical and surgical patients from the Kingston Public Hospital. KPH has cleared 2 wards to deal with COVID-19 patients. Andrews Memorial has agreed to take in patients from the public hospital. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.